I'm overjoyed. I just got a beautiful blessing, energetic gift, you could say. Just everything I spoke of is exactly what just happened. So just know that it can definitely change and things can get better. Once you use your discernment to build up a relationship with divine, good and bad, both sides. It's pretty fucking incredible. I was going to do an extended, and I still am, but I'm taking a little back, so I want to give the gist of it. I'll keep it short, but I'll come back with more. But yeah, it's really serious in the sense of like what comes up. We have the tower attached to drugs, abuse, obsession, stalking, and the way that they've fallen out is literally this card is at the top when one door closes, and then it goes down the middle. Like just imagine a pie cut in half, and what's on the right half is the dark side. It's the stalking, obsessive, lacking bright light, hope, or good intentions, or an outlook that is positive, or at the very least not harmful. And it's attached to abuse, and it's like has been stalking is my obsessive card. So based on what cards it comes out with tells if it's an active thing or it's like over, or you know, he's been talking, has been stalking. But the fact that it's touching the closed door, and then my abuse card is also for replacing a trauma with physical fitness. So it's the abuse is usually making patterns that cause people to linger or be stuck or to not take care of themselves. So instead of like being bored or watching TV, attack it to the abuse is the washboard stomach, not washboard TV. It's like giving yourself some abs of steel, even if you don't have a mind of steel or a shield of steel. If you don't even have a fucking fork of stainless steel, but like you start a program that is at least like start. I don't know what that was. Slippery. Oh, it's a portal. No wonder it's hard to grab onto. It's the Nine of Swords. It's also a hologram, I believe. Oh, it's a knot. It shows a knot. I didn't even know that. Who knew? Sorry, I said swords. It's not swords. It's diamonds. It's the Nine of Diamonds. It's the Nine of Pentacles. That's amazing. It's the luxury. The lap of luxury. But, again, that's on one side. On one side of the tower is the taking the energy that you're placing on someone else, or that somebody is placing their focus on what it is that you're doing, or just in a negative fashion, that something has become darker. And to me, this is like if there's not movement made, then it just doesn't, it doesn't feel good. I don't say it doesn't look good like I'm some sort of psychic, like future foreseer. That's not what I'm trying to do or be or say. I just have a feeling that, it doesn't feel good if this is allowed to continue or that no changes are made. So if you're listening to this and you're hesitant, or if you haven't got like a good little nudge in the proper direction by now from all this, then something might really be so reach out, or reach out to to the person, or reach out to talk to somebody, reach out to me, whatever you have to do. Just this is and the whole point. Oh wow, the screen froze again. Timer's still going, but screen froze with me all cross-eyed, and I'm just trying to get this card up as the conclusion. But it's it when you feel it, and that's the whole point of all this, is to feel more. Feeling is okay. It's actually kind of required to move up the chain, so to speak. Chain, so to speak. Thread, chain, thread, chain. Like fence of thread. You could thread a fence. Yeah, you want to thread a needle, not a fence. You'll know it when you feel it. That's the thing. It's you have to understand that going through this shit is what gives you the energetic right to walk into the opposite or the contrasting vibration of whatever your joy is. So it's once you endure it and you find out what you're made of and who you are and what you feel, at that point you are born to do, be, have, say, think, or feel. That's a whole different world. And then you get this feeling of belonging that is so far away from where I know some of you to be right now are. But trust. You choose to trust. Don't worry about trusting the outside world. That will always fucking be a washy thing. You can't count on that. You can't control that. But you can trust yourself. And you can set yourself up for success. And if you can't, you know somebody who could help you make a step towards that out of love. Not out of fear or control or lack or ego or any of that fucking shit that you all know. Don't take no for an answer. Don't take no for an answer forever. Don't take no forever for an answer. Ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Seems that long until you're gone. It's the time to it's the time to clear up the conflict. And if you do, you'll be rewarded with your dreams and desires that are fluffed at this time, but also born out of what you've wanted for a very long time. Don't miss the boat, because I don't know if there's a life raft on this one. Titanic jokes are never really good at the end. They always sink. Stop the drugs. Stop the alcohol. Stop the abuse. Express yourself to somebody who will appreciate it. Be willing to learn, and you'll be rewarded with everything you could possibly need at this time and more, and you'll feel a whole world better. The whole world loves it when they hear that. Not my sound. Not that sound. Luxury. Completion. It ain't. It's not the 10 of Pentacles, but the 9 is the sitting pretty. There ain't much more required. It's almost like you'd rather be the 9, because the 10, the 10, it's more of an end. It's something has to be reborn from that. I mean, it's a great ending, but we're not talking about endings, are we? unless we're talking about ending all the things we never really that weren't good for us, that we never really wanted or needed. They just taught us a little bit more about who we were or who we weren't. And this right here is the assurance that you're far more than what you've allowed yourself to be. What even more than I can see. Because this is between abundance, which is, I just want you to know who I am. The Goo Goo Dolls song, Iris. If you want to be seen for who you are, then be it. And being it leads to your needs. And their needs, and their needs, and their needs, and his needs, and her needs, and her P's, and his P's, and their P's, and everybody's P's, and Q's, and mind yours. Here's your Q. What do you want to do? Just don't shoot the messenger, because then I couldn't shoot you.